You see titles like this every single day, right? But have you ever really stopped to think about the psychological game they're playing with your brain? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of these clickbait titles and show you the powerful triggers that make them so hard to resist. Let's dive in. And here is our subject for today. I mean, come on, I bet you've seen a million versions of this. Hack your metabolism, the one secret to making money, this weird trick. It's a formula that is literally all over the internet. But what is it that makes it so unbelievably effective? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And the answer goes way deeper than just some catchy words. There is a very specific psychological trigger being pulled here, one that makes your brain light up and just scream, "I need to know more." In this explainer, we're going to show you exactly what that is. Okay, so to really understand the whole thing, we have to look at the parts. The real power of a title like this doesn't come from the whole sentence. Nope. It comes from two very carefully chosen words that are doing all of the heavy lifting. Let's break these two down. First, we've got hack. This word is basically a promise. It promises that you can outsmart the system, that you can skip all the hard work and just jump straight to the finish line. It taps right into our brain's natural desire for a shortcut. And then you add the word secret. Well, that just layers on this powerful feeling of being special, of exclusivity. It's not just a shortcut, it's a shortcut that other people don't know about. It makes you feel like you're about to be let into a private club. So yeah, these words are not chosen by accident. They are precision engineered to connect directly with a really powerful part of how we think. This goes way beyond just good marketing. This is basically applied cognitive science. You know that feeling I'm talking about? That mix of curiosity and hope, that desire for an easy win that makes you want to click? Well, it's a recognized psychological phenomenon. It's so common, in fact, that it actually has its own name. And there it is, magic bullet psychology. This is the engine that drives the click. We are just hardwired as human beings to look for simple, single solutions to our most complex problems. I mean, think about it. Losing weight, making more money, mastering a social media algorithm. These things are all really difficult. So a title that promises a secret hack is offering a magic bullet, and that's a promise our brains find incredibly hard to resist. So now that you know the name of the trick, you have this new lens to see the world through. Once you get what magic bullet psychology is, I guarantee you will start seeing it everywhere, from YouTube titles to ad slogans, even in political promises. So here's a simple 3-step framework you can use to spot this stuff in the wild. First, just listen for those promise words we talked about, like hack, secret, or one simple trick. Second, ask yourself, okay, what's the big, complicated problem they're talking about? And third, notice the super simple magic bullet solution they're offering. With this little framework, you can deconstruct these appeals as soon as you see them. So, to quickly recap, we started with a simple title, we pulled out the key promise words, and we connected them to this powerful idea of magic bullet psychology. And now you have a tool to see this pattern for yourself anywhere you go. And that brings us to the end. I'll just leave you with this final thought. Now that you can see the code behind these titles, now that you know the trick, it changes how you see the information that's being put in front of you. The question is no longer just if you'll click, but why you'll click. What will you choose to engage with now that you know how the magic trick is done?